Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a monster analysis on Lazarbeam. I am super excited for this. Since I saw this monster in the sneak peek, I was like, whoa, this is going to be the go-to monster, the most powerful magic monster in terms of an attacker. So hopefully I'm right. This is my first time looking at this monster, so let's get right into it. At the Warmaster Yearly Summit, there's a time for everything. They have serious discussions about the wars each of them are facing, but they also make sure to leave some time for fun. The event they enjoy the most during the summit is the Battle Royale Tournament, a game in which each Warmaster chooses a monster of their element and puts them on an island. The last one standing wins. Oh, this could be some really cool Monster Legends lore for introducing like the Warmaster's main right-hand man. So like this is Warmaster Charizard's right-hand man, Lazarbeam. So anyhow, Elvira has won for 3 years in a row, but this year Charizard is determined to take the victory. He announced this to his peers. And just out of curiosity, why are you so sure you'll win? Who's representing you? Asked Elvira jokingly. I'm not telling, answered Charizard. Oh come on, I bet you don't even know who you're bringing yet, insisted Elvira. Well, if you must know, Sun Cookie, said Charizard as he left the room, and all the other Warmasters roared with laughter. Poor Sun Cookie, that is a huge diss on that monster, but I mean... The day of the tournament is finally here. Elvira is sure that her champion, Lady Solaris, will be able to protect her title against Silverleaf, Rekka, Pierside, Olnair, Hydratilla, Robkin's interesting one. Or I'm sorry, Hopkin, Nabuline, and hold on a minute, that's not Sun Cookie. It looked like Charizard has deceived his fellow Warmasters and brought a monster that none of them know, even though it looks awfully similar to Zyron and Jellotron. Fun fact, Jellotron was actually supposed to be a Warmaster, but he's kind of like the failed Warmaster. But anyhow, meet my champion, Lazarbeam, said Charizard, who looked as if he was about to explode with pride. I made the mistake of forsaking him a while ago, but he's ready to prove me wrong. Now that we're all here, let's begin. The tournament starts now. Will Lazarbeam win the Battle Royale for Warmaster Charizard? Let me just say the answer is yes. So welcome everyone. The latest Forsaken monster, Lazarbeam. He's gonna be, if I'm not mistaken, the Magic Within Maze monster. So, he's gonna be powerful. I am telling you now. Let's get into the analysis. Life stat 38,001 in the Magic category. This is actually a pretty high life stat. Currently, the tankiest Magic monster is Kronks, followed by Jellotron, Warmaster, it's Kronks, Jellotron, Shannara's Bodyguard, Wasper. And then we have Lazarbeam tied with Shade Wound. So pretty high life stat. The power stat. This is what I was thinking was going to blow away all other monsters. And I was kind of right, kind of not right. So unfortunately, he did not beat out all the other monsters. This is actually the second highest power stats. Alright. The strongest monster still continues to be Devestress. So, alright, she beats this monster by a few points. But nonetheless, powerful power stat. And then we have a speed stat of 3476, which is honestly a pretty good speed stat in the Magic category. It's actually tied with monsters like Wasper, Bowtie, Dungeon Master, Galante, and Shannara's Pet. So overall, pretty good stats. That power stat, by the way, it's also tied with monsters like Warmaster Gortok, Mop, Marquis, Faraday the Obscure, Lucifer the Helltaser, Talos the Forgotten Artifact, Kai the Eradicator. So it's tied with a lot of the VIP monsters. So not bad, right? Not bad at all. But then what makes this monster even better is when we start looking at his traits. His rank 0 trait is Control Immunity. This monster cannot be denied. You can't freeze this monster, you can't stun this monster, you can't possess this monster. Which makes him a force to be reckoned with, right? If you've ever fought like a Hukuai, just the fact that you can't deny him makes him such a hard monster to deal with. So Control Immunity, one of the best traits to have, like no arguments there. If you get this monster to rank 1, you will start the game off with the enemy being weak to magic attacks. Wow. Immediately you have that huge advantage. So it doesn't even matter that this monster doesn't have the highest power stat like in the game or even in the Magic category. The fact that if you get this monster to rank 1, the enemy starts off with a magic weakness, you are going to be able to deal some serious damage. Now, even if you're facing like a Dunra, a Mephisto, someone that starts the game off with Megataunt, who cares? If they have the magic weakness and then you do a magic based AoE, that monster, that Megaton monster, they are gonna die. So super powerful rank 1 skill. At rank 3 you even give yourself a random elemental hater. So again, in that scenario where you face a Dunra or whatever, maybe it's Centurion and you happen to give yourself Metal Hater, you're basically going to be able to OTK that monster with an AoE skill. So in terms of trait, I think it is the best design for an attacker. It is just incredible. In terms of relics, you can even hold a sword relic to deal some extra damage. You can hold an armor to make yourself just sustain more damage. So fantastic relic slots. In terms of books, you are a good legion monster, you're a superhero, and you are a spirits monster. Alright, let us continue. Tier 1, you have Baby Genji. Moderate magic damage to enemies, and look, there we have an AoE skill already. It's only 35 damage, 35 AoE, but it is spammable, so even if you got hit with cooldowns activated, you would be able to do this if you had 22 stamina. So not bad, again, considering you're rank 1, you start the game off with magic weakness. So you would have control immunity essentially, and thanks to this skill, if you needed it, if you see the enemies going first, and let's say you're facing a Warmaster Charizard, for example, right? If Lazarbeam is facing Warmaster Charizard and you are rank 1, Warmaster Charizard could try to do cooldown activated against your team. As long as you have Baby Genji, you're still going to pack a punch. Because if Warmaster Charizard does the control skill, it's not going to land against you because you have control immunity. So phenomenal. Talk, who's there? Applies curse to enemies. I do not think this skill is worth it. You do not need skills that deal no damage. Gingerbread Boost applies a random hater skill to itself. Another skill you do not need. I mean, I feel like he's making... I feel like... You know what? I'm just reading the skills. He's making fun of Sun Cookie, right? Gingerbread Boost, over 9,000 balloons. I feel like he's making fun of Sun Cookie. But let's keep going. Magic Challenge. Applies magic weakness to all enemies, gives 1 extra turn to itself. Magic Challenge is a great skill, especially if you're not ranked 1, because you would still be able to do the magic weakness and then deal a serious magic based attack. This could also be good just because it gives you an extra turn. You could utilize that to your advantage. Let's keep going. Monster Knight Master deals moderate magic damage to all enemies, applies Curse. So here we have essentially an upgraded version of Baby Genji, because it deals the same amount of damage, but it also applies Curse. And Curse, as you all know, is a powerful DOT. It takes away 10% of HP and stamina on the first turn, that doubles to 20% of HP and stamina, and that doubles again to 40% of HP and stamina. So phenomenal. The downside here is that cooldown. 2-turn cooldown versus 0-turn cooldown. Again, my main thing about Baby Genji is that it could be useful if the enemy's going first and they can activate their cooldowns. That's when you'd want to use this. Otherwise, definitely run Monster Knight Master. Moving on, we have over 9,000 balloons. Deals heavy magic damage to an enemy. And wow. So 60 damage, 0 cooldown, 0 stamina cost. You are essentially immune to cooldowns activated if you have over 9,000 balloons. And if you have this monster rank 1 with that area magic weakness, you're dealing 50% more damage. So even if you face someone and you get cooldown activated and you get your stamina drained, you can just use over 9,000 balloons and deal some serious damage. Super powerful. We're barely in tier 2. Let's keep going. Tier 3, it's Raining Melons. This also reminds me of Bloons. So it's Raining Melons, applies a random hater skill to itself, gives 1 extra turn. Another extra turn skill that gives you, this one's cool because it gives you random hater. If you had this monster at rank 3, you already started the game off with a random hater. And with another random hater, you can have 2 random haters, or maybe you just get the same one. And then on top of that, the magic weakness. You could even do Magic Challenge for magic weakness, and then Raining Melons, maybe get that extra damage against one of the enemy monsters. Then you would do Monster Knight Master. Oh my gosh, the damage output could potentially be insane. We have Infinite Airstrikes, heavy special damage to enemies, applies bleed. So we have a special based attack. I don't think Infinite Airstrikes would be worth running, especially when you have the ability to do the area magic weakness, because that essentially, it's slightly weak. Like, so with magic weakness, your attack is 50% stronger. So that 35 is essentially 17.5 stronger. So it's like 40, what is it, 42.5? So it will deal slightly less initial damage than Infinite Airstrikes. However, you're going to apply Curse, which is better than Bleed. So Bleed reduces damage output by 20% and reduces their HP. I would rather take the Curse. And currently, more monsters are immune to Bleed in the game than they are to Curse. No, currently, no one's immune to Curse. So I would definitely still take Monster Knight Master. And just to put that out there, we have Fresh left the game. Deals massive magic damage to one enemy. We have a 70 damage, 0 cooldown, so spammable attack. However, this one does have a stamina cost of 22. So, again, even if you get hit with CDA, if you're rank 1, you are packing over 105 damage thanks to your area magic weakness. Insane. Very, very insane. Wow. Alright, so that's tier 3, and again, control immunity. So I would say even unranked, this monster is a force to be reckoned with. Be sure to get this monster. Keep in mind that Forsaken monsters, once you get them, just get them once in the game, and you're going to have future opportunities to get the monster. Recently, SocialPoint has been doing like limited edition mazes for extra Forsaken cells, so you have to get this monster, okay? I'm telling you, you need this monster. He's powerful. But moving on to tier 4 skills, assuming you can rank them up, let's go over them. Smashing Keyboards applies triple damage to itself for 1 turn and magic hater weakness to itself. Okay, so keep in mind at rank 1, area magic weakness. So the whole enemy team will have magic weakness, and you're going to get Smashing Keyboards, which will give you triple damage, and you're going to get hater, which will give you triple damage against anyone that has the magic weakness. So if you have this monster and you are able to somehow turn transfer back into this monster, right? I'll just give like a very basic example that obviously it really just works depending on who you're facing and all that. I'm assuming the enemy doesn't have a Megaton monster or anything. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? If you have the lasso, you can trade disable. Like, there's so many ways to go about it. But the general idea with Smashing Keyboards is you go with this monster at rank 1. The enemy already has area magic weakness. Your denier denies. So your denier denies. You go, Smashing Keyboards. And then a monster goes, let's say Samael, right? You turn transfer back into your monster. Samael will give you a 50% damage boost. You have the triple damage thanks to Smashing Keyboards. You have the magic weakness hater, which deals triple damage against any monster that has magic weakness hater. Thanks to your trait, they all have magic weakness. You do a magic based attack that's 50% stronger thanks to the area magic weakness. You have your hater, so that's triple. You have your triple damage, so that's triple. You have your 50% damage boost. This is OTK potential here. It is ridiculous if you can just turn transfer in and do that. That is insane. Even without like any additional boosts. Just the fact that the magic weakness hater and the triple damage, you are dealing some serious damage. Harder Than a Lightsaber deals heavy magic damage to one enemy, applies ignite to one enemy, gives 1 extra turn. I mean, I love this skill. It's so straightforward, it's so awesome. So again, they have the magic weakness. You can attack someone with a magic based attack. It also applies ignite. You give an extra turn, and then you can do your magic based attack, which will kill that monster you attacked initially. Or if you want, you can just single target, fresh left the game, maybe OTK someone else. So many ways to go about it. So many ways. Kill Them subscribers, removes positive effects from all enemies. Nice. Deals heavy special damage to all enemies, applies magic weakness to all enemies. The only thing I can say about this skill is I love that it removes positive effects. If it would have been magic based, I think it would have been way too powerful, which is probably why SocialPoint didn't make it a magic based attack. But you remove positive effects, so if you're facing like a Warmaster Remntar, and of course Remntar gives you skill mirror. If you're facing Elvira, and Elvira does, I feel like this skill is specifically meant to counter like the fact that Warmasters have all these status casters. It's funny because it goes with the whole lore of like there's this battle royale. But yeah, I mean, if you're facing Elvira and the whole team has evasion, you know, Kill Them subscribers, removes the evasion, deals some damage, and it's pretty straightforward. And then you also get the random elemental hater, so that could just work to your advantage even more. And then at rank 4, you get Not a Prank. Removes positive effects from one enemy, trades disable one enemy, deals insane magic damage to one enemy. I mean, this is just the skill to have, right? Doesn't matter who you're facing, doesn't matter who you're attacking, because you're going to get rid of their positive effects, you're going to trade disable, and honestly, they're probably going to die at that point. Insane magic damage. Assuming they had the area weakness, that's 120 damage from a single based attack. That's insane. Maybe you're even lucky you got the hater. Maybe you're facing a metal monster, right? You're facing Warmaster Remntar, right? Like, he's dead. That's 120 damage. And then the potential to do triple. So like 360. This is crazy. You could even do It's Raining Melons to give yourself another random hater in case you want to specifically target one monster. I mean, like I said, this monster is going to be an absolute killer. He's definitely winning that battle royale. The last skill we have is Code Lazar. Applies Pierce to itself Deals heavy magic damage to enemies, supplies curse to enemies, removes pierce from itself. I mean, you're bypassing everything. Actually, there was recently a change where you don't bypass relics. So if a monster has the armor from a relic, you still need to destroy the armor. But in terms of like having evasion, having skill mirror, having their own armor from a skill, that you can bypass all of that. Even if they're babies. Actually, I don't know if this would work because you still have to target them. But I mean, crazy. Especially if the area magic weakness, if they all have area magic weakness, and then you do Code Lazar, Pierce, heavy magic weakness, AoE. This also, Pierce bypasses dodge area, so the damage output is ridiculous. Again, I'm super excited for this monster, looking forward to this next maze. Definitely got to pick up this monster, he is phenomenal. He's an attacker, so you go, I mean, there's various ways to go. You can do 2 strength and a speed, 2 strength and a team speed, you can do 3 speed if you want. I highly doubt you'll need 3 strength considering how strong he is, but he's going to be interesting to use once he's actually out. But with that being said, that has been my monster analysis on Lazarbeam. Please let me know what you think about this monster. Are you excited about this monster? Are you going to be getting this monster? Any thoughts, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much, and I will see you all next time.